Today, this comes as an answer to a mom who wrote to me after she listened to my video, my gratitude affirmations regarding your teenager video. And the link is below if you don't know it. She wrote to me and told me that she would love to be able to appreciate something about her teenager. But considering everything that was going on right now, that they were rebellious and acting out, she could not find one thing to be grateful for. And she was pretty frustrated. So the first thing I want to say is, before we even tap, as you know, the story we tell ourselves will determine our reality. And even more than that, the story we tell ourselves will serve as a reference for our RAS, our reticular activating system, to bring coherence between our beliefs, our stories, and the outside world. So the first thing I would like to tell you is stop saying that. You can say something like, so far I haven't been able to find one thing to appreciate about them, but I'm open to it coming. Or I am open to my blinders being removed. Or I know there is one thing to appreciate about them, I just haven't found it yet. You really put back the story into a story of possibility. Or you can just say, I'm willing to find one thing to appreciate about them, and I'm asking my inner guidance to guide me there. So that's the first thing I wanted to say. Now let's go to tapping. As usual, before you tap, I'm going to ask you to connect with what you feel about that. So this mom talked about frustration. And I think that I'm just going to check that my mic is working, because I recorded the whole video earlier and the sound wasn't there, so I have to do it again. So this mom talked about frustration, so I'm going to go with that. But if you're feeling something else than frustration, replace with the emotion that you are actually feeling. The next thing to do is to know where does the frustration or the other emotion is falling for you in your body. And I'm going to go with the neck, but you can switch to wherever it is for you and how strong it is. Give it a number from 0 to 10. Let's go. Even though I can't find one thing to appreciate about my teenager, and I have this sensation in my neck because I'm frustrated with their behavior and or their actions. I accept what I feel, and I love and accept myself completely. And I give permission to my body to relax and guide me. Even though I have this sensation in my neck, this tightness, and I feel frustrated about my teenager, I can't find one thing to appreciate right now about them. I choose to love and accept myself and what I feel. And I give permission to my body to relax. Even though I cannot find one thing to appreciate right now about my teenager. And I feel frustrated, and it falls on my neck. I choose to love and accept myself. And I give permission to my body to guide me and to relax. I can't find one thing to be appreciative of. I can't appreciate my teenager right now. I don't like how they behave or what they do. And I'm so frustrated that I can't find one thing to appreciate about them. This tightness in my neck, this frustration about my teenager. Can't find one thing to appreciate about them. I am so frustrated. This tightness in my neck. I cannot find one thing to appreciate. I cannot think about one thing to appreciate. This frustration, this tightness in my neck. What if I could let some go? I don't think I'm ready to let it go because I don't agree with what they're doing or being. But what if I could let some go? I don't think I can. But what if it didn't mean that I agree with what they do? Maybe it is safe to let go of 20% of my frustration. Maybe I can let go of some of the tightness in my neck. It is safe to let go of some or all the frustration. It doesn't mean anything. I now choose to let go of some or all of my frustration. I now choose to let go of the tightness in my neck. I now choose to open to the possibility of finding something to appreciate. Feeling or seeing the frustration leaving my body. Feeling the sensation leaving my neck. Getting back to a quieter and more centered place in myself. Getting back to more inner peace. Letting go of the frustration and the sensation in my neck. Getting back to my center. Now stop tapping, take a deep breath. You can even take a sip of water. I'm going to do that. My throat is dry. And see, when you think about your teenager and about finding something to appreciate about them, where are you emotionally and how is the sensation in your body? If the intensity is lower than where it was before, let's say you were at a 7, you're now at a 3 or 4, you can now switch to a more positive round of tapping. If it is not the case, go back to the beginning of the video and redo the tapping until you get to a lower intensity. I choose to let go of what is in the way of me finding something to appreciate about my teenager. I willingly open to the possibility of finding something to appreciate about them. Maybe I can remember something, some trait that I love about them. Maybe I can remember that it is still there even if they don't show it right now. Maybe I can remember that they're smart. Or maybe I can remember that they're kind when they want to. Maybe I can just decide to appreciate that they are full of resources. Maybe I can realize that even though they are not using their resources for something that is serving to them, I appreciate the fact that they are resourceful and determined. I would love them to put their determination and resourcefulness somewhere else. But for now, I will appreciate their determination and their resourcefulness anyway, no matter what. I appreciate their determination and resourcefulness. And maybe that's not what you appreciate because you can connect with that. Maybe it's something else. I appreciate their creativity. I appreciate their creativity. Even if they're very creative with their lies, this is not what I would like. I appreciate that they are creative nonetheless. And I choose inner peace. And I choose to align and vibrate at the level of appreciation. And that's my choice for now. Now take a deep breath and see if something popped up in your mind, maybe a memory or some trait that you like about them. I mentioned being very creative with their lies because that's where I was when my kids were lying to me. And I was like, at least I know that when they want to use that energy to something else, they're going to be very good at it. And frankly, that's what's happening now that they're older. My middle daughter is very determined and she was acting out and she was putting all that determination and creativity into stuff that were self-destructive, potentially dangerous. But now she's having the same approach with going back to college. So all hopes are not gone, and really focus on something positive because it will affect and improve your relationship with them, and that way you have a better impact on them. That's it for today. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you want more tapping sessions, tips, tools, answers to your questions, etc. I'll see you next time.